around. Tell me what you see.
Colours. Lots of colours.
There's a lot of colours.
Phew. I can see how you became a private investigator. You get a lot more information about scents with your werewolf senses. You can see them as colours.
I can see a mist of bright green surrounding everything. And
That'd be
there's
the
something
Ankh.
that looks like a long stream of purplish red cloud with some tiny fluorescent greenish yellow purple specks in it. Also, there's a ground fog of some kind of unpleasant blue.
Well, the bright green is the stench of the River Ankh. No mistake in that. That long stream of cloud sounds like the scent of someone having gone through the cemetery recently. Does it smell like a privy carpet?
No, it smells like Carlotta, but with less treble.
Well, it wasn't me then. I guess I'm the ground fog of unpleasant blue.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was, but it was someone.
I can't see my own scent.
Well, that's normal. You're so used to being around it that it's invisible to you.
Oh, that's
and
good.
that's handy for me, what with my stench and all.
So I can follow the purplish scent to find this person.
If you want, and assuming you don't lose the trail, other smells eventually drown scents out, especially out on the streets.
What about the coruscating dots?
What's it like?
It's like flashing green, yellow, purple.
Is it like mature mould with an earthy echo?
No.
It's not you then. Don't know what it is. See
Got
where
you.
else you find it, and you might be able to work out what it is.
Oh, cool.
According to Gaspode, I could learn a lot from comparing different scents. I figured that could come in handy in my line of work. Assuming I could change back to being human, that is. I gave it my best shot.
Nicely done.
Yay.
I learned from a master.
Right, that's about it. Apart from the full moon, you can be whatever you want to be. But as of the full moon, you're sniffing lampposts with the rest of us.
Act 3. We did it to Act 3, guys. So all those jokes about not being anyone's dog, about Carlotta not biting, they will just come back to bite us right now, haven't they? Turns out I am someone's dog. This is the letter.
There's a letter at my graveside.
Who's it from?
Ilsa,
Who's Ilsa?
an old flame of mine from the good old days.
How old?
Old enough to be good.
What does it say?
It appears to be a love letter.
Dear Luton, I'm writing this letter even though I know I will never have the courage to give it to you. I have to leave Ankh-Morpork. I can't tell you why. I wish I could. These last few days have meant the world to me. But I haven't the strength to tell you to your face that I can never be yours. I am married to an Agatean man named Two Conkers, and I thought I would never see him again. He was dead to me, and my life was empty. Please believe me, I never meant to hurt you. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I will always look back on the Hotel Pseudopolis fondly.
You all right?
Sure. This is just one of those big emotional scenes like in the Clickies.
I suppose a bone is out of the question. Maybe a dog biscuit. Wag, wag.
Why has he put it back? Oh, okay. I'll talk to Gaspode, see what else
I'm
he's got
back.
to do.
Good boy.
I'll be quiet.
Thanks for your help, Gaspode.
I live to serve you, master.
Oh dear, could you say it with a bit
My
less?
tombstone, Luton P.I. Gone and forgotten.
Thank you very much.
Not the epitaph I'd hoped for. My own grave. How depressing. I decided against crawling back into my grave.
Well, let's start investigating these scents. Alright, so we've got light green stench.
Ah, the famous stench of the River Ankh, so beloved by the citizens of Ankh-Morpork.
What's this one do here? Scents. Okay, so we've got Gaspode, River Ankh, Magenta Fuchsia.
The smell of Gaspode the Wonder Dog. not unlike that of a privy carpet.
I've got that one already, haven't I? Gaspode, yep.
The scent of a woman around my grave. Something had passed through the cemetery and left a very strange trail.
Cool, let's see if we can find that trail. Can we use this again? Oh no, it's still the same one, okay. I'd like to leave this place now if you don't mind. I'm gonna save this here, just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. Go on then. Yep. Can't actually do anything. Go back to my own office.
When I returned to my office for
Hello,
the
Nobby.
first time since my murder, a man was already there. I knew he was a man because Corporal Nobbs was the only person in Ankh-Morpork who has to carry a letter to confirm his species. He's the kind of man you get itchy from just talking to. There must be something here. Hello, Nobby. Luton, you're
Alive.
I was just cleaning out your desk. Yes, of everything of value. Didn't they bury you? Rumors of my death have been slightly exaggerated.
Slightly exaggerated.
Meaning I'm not dead, I just got buried. Yeah, don't tell me the details. Suit yourself. Nice crowbar you're using to jimmy open my drawers.
My crowbar.
Yeah, I sort of borrowed it from the evidence room. That's okay. I sort of borrowed it from a cart. Oh, I searched Reagan's body. There were 2 tiny bite marks on it. Really? I guess it was more suspicious than you thought. Well, I ought to go. Looks like you don't need your things collecting. How goes the case? The counterweight killings? Oh, still not much progress. They wouldn't let me investigate it if they thought there would be. How many murders do you guys think there are? 3. One of the patrician's clerks, the reader of esoteric occultism up at Unseen University, and one of the city's richest merchants. There'd be 3 more if you counted Mundy, Reagan, and Malachite. I suppose so. Still not convinced? Well, Vimes isn't convinced. Even though I've been cleared, I have to get back to the yard.
Yeah, Vimes would
Nobby
be convinced.
didn't seem very comfortable around me. I didn't know if it was because of my return from the grave or because I'd caught him trying to steal everything of value that wasn't tied down. Although with Nobby, even if you tied it down, he'd steal the string. The only thing I was sure of was that my next step was to look into the counterweight killings. I had a feeling I wasn't going to like what I found.
Right. I'll have my crowbar back, definitely. Merchant's murder. Oh, I've got some questions there to ask. Got my crowbar back. And... whoa!
The dark cyan scent was strong and earthy, with a hint of something potent about it.
Okay.
There was a faint haze of purple in the room. I didn't know who it belonged to, but there was something about it. The cloud of teal-colored scent was the smell of tobacco and petty theft.
Nobby.
Definitely Nobby's.
That's definitely Nobby.
The maroon scent wasn't recent. It suggested the tangy red of iron.
What do you think that one could be? I like this. I like doing it this way. Let's go back into the world. Can I change here? Let's get him in here a bit.
I didn't want to transform
okay.
in such an exposed area.
Okay, let's go back out. So we've got Cafe Ankh.
Turning into a wolf wasn't something I was entirely comfortable with yet. I was trying to restrict myself to just when it was really necessary.
That's fair enough. Should be able to get, yeah, there we are.
There was a lingering smell of purple in the corner. It was too scattered for me to remember it. There were some faint traces of a light blue scent in the corner of the cellar. The scent was very weak, and I didn't think I would be able to remember it very well. The predominant smell in the cellar was of red wine, considerably more pleasant than the smell of the river, at least.
That could be Ilsa. Okay, wine barrels. Do I have a Fusho memory?
I'd found a matching scent.
So that was... Yeah, that must be 2 conkers then. No, come back. Get back in there. Don't think I've got... Sorry, excuse me. Don't think I've got anything blue yet. Nope, I don't. Okay. Don't suppose I can scan the cafe either.
I was pretty sure Samael wouldn't mind me slipping into wolf form, but it still didn't feel right. I just couldn't do it while somebody watched.
Okay. I do like this wolf ability. It's like being able to scan for more information. It's the Cafe Ankh. Patrician's Palace. Better go over here to do it. I'm just going to scan all the areas now. It's magenta trace.
The garbage was giving off a distinctive green cloud, not dissimilar to the smell of the River Ankh.
So that's the rubbish. Red
The
traces,
empty
that's
barrels
wine.
were surrounded by a cloying red mist, and it had the shrill pitch of red wine, if I wasn't mistaken.
Yep, that's the same as that one.
The red wine here smelled identical to the wine from the Cafe Ankh wine cellar. I guess they must be the supplier for the palace.
What's this one?
One of the empty barrels had a faint magenta trace to it.
Hey?
The scent was too weak for me to really remember it.
Why has a barrel got a magenta trace in it?
Definitely the same scent as my killer, which meant whoever it was made it into the palace concealed in a wine barrel. Why did that bring to mind the phrase, "You wait, time passes," and Thorin sits down and starts singing about gold? One of the...
Was that from a game, text game? I think it was. Can I get up here?
It always looked much...
Yeah. Can I turn in here? Because I think he's the blue one.
Lena...
No, he's not doing it. Let's talk to these guys about the murder.
I'm back. I've got a few more questions.
Make it fast.
I hear one of the Clarks got murdered.
Ask questions like that and we might have to arrest you.
On what grounds?
Oh, on the palace grounds, obviously.
Clever. Guess not.
Thanks for the chat.
Our pleasure.
Not there. Rodan's workshop. Nobody else around here. Should be able to change here. There we go.
There was a blue mist around the statue Rodan had been working on.
Really? Keep that. Don't suppose there's anything here I can scan. No, it's the same one. Is that the same blue mist that we got down here? Woof.
The scent was extremely weak, and I didn't think it was important.
Oh, okay. We've got Rodan's scent, but not the same as that one. Let's try one of the crime scenes. Oh, the carriage is gone. Woof. There's the Ankh.
Here on the Maudlin Bridge, the reek of the Ankh was at its most sickening. The smell of the Ankh almost drowned out the remains of the magenta scent. The smell of the Ankh was too strong for me to pick out the magenta scent well.
But it's definitely here.
There was no mistaking it. Even against the reek of the Ankh, it was the scent of my killer.
Where else do we need to go? Rooftops? Whoa. So we have
There
a
were
teal
signs
scent.
of a teal scent on the roof. The scent had a distinct hint of tobacco.
That's Nobby.
Nobby
Yep.
just couldn't conceal his odor. There were some parts of the roof had a navy blue scent to them.
Interesting. That's dark
Around
brown.
the chalk outline was a brown scent, presumably malachites.
Right, I'll have that. And of course,
There was definitely a magenta hint amongst the scents on the roof.
this one.
I could tell that my killer had been here. There was
Okay, Octarine Parrot. She's gone. Let's scan her room. You've got.
There was a hint of an
of apple.
apple-colored scent in the air.
That's probably what's her face. Sapphire.
Dark cyan was the most prevalent smell in the dressing room. There was a booming bass quality to the scent.
Wait, I have that one, don't I? Where did I pick that one up from?
The main smell in the dressing room was the same as the scent near the door in my office. It was definitely sapphires.
Yeah, she would have been there to... Oh,
The
what's this?
cyan stench was coming from a bottle of perfume.
Cool, let's have that. Might be able to use that. That might let me track someone. Don't think I can change here with this guy watching
Much
me.
as I'd enjoy ripping Mankin's throat out, the Octarine Parrot wasn't a great place to change into a wolf.
Let's try the original murder scene. Wolf. Right, so we have.
There was a bold scent of navy blue in the air.
That's Vimes. That's got to be Vimes.
I couldn't be sure who the navy blue scent belonged to.
But it's
The
fine.
teal scent strongly resembled tobacco and guilt.
That's snobby.
There was definitely the remains of a magenta scent in Mundy's room.
Of course, it's the killer.
My killer had been here, but were
Obviously.
they responsible for Mundy's murder? The teal... There was a hint of an apple-colored scent in the air.
That could be Mankin.
The apple scent here was the same as in Sapphire's dressing room. I guess it belonged to Mankin, the half-elf barman.
I'd say that as well. Right, so that's Mankin, and we've now got dark
Around
blue.
where Mundy's body had lain was a dark blue scent.
But have we already got a dark blue? Got a navy. No, the navy is the other one, isn't it? Can I grab this one? Okay, let's grab that. So yeah, we've now entered a new phase of the investigation. I am now a werewolf, and I can now scan areas for smells. I remember when I played this before, I really enjoyed this section of being able to find smells, match them up, see who they belong to, and get more clues that way. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll carry on with this very shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Do please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again for more Discworld Noir. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.